Alright, I can't get it to do another thing, so I don't know what it is, and now I can't actually solve the murder and get the key, so I'm gonna have to break through this one too, I guess. Yeah. So yeah, this is fun. Let's just break through, because obviously I'm not gonna be able to solve it. I put more things in there and the redstone just didn't do anything. So I don't know. Let's see what it says. Welcome to the redstone room. All right. Everything you saw was built in survival. Yeah, I know. Okay. Is this going to be a nice little... I wrote a little story that I later rewrote a bit bigger and then it grew without me knowing how. I'm innocent. I did some minor interiors here and there and I placed the cars. Since I can't build big houses in 5 minutes as Bongo can, I let him do that. He seemed happy enough playing with his clay. Yeah, right. I did pick some clay. A couple of stacks or so. I don't remember, and if I don't remember, it hasn't happened, I think. Okay. So there is survival items and then Bongo's survival items. Okay. I built most of this is Bongo. I built most of the main structures in the town. Roads, buildings, etc. I designed and built the redstone puzzles and the courthouse redstone. If you're interested in learning redstone, check out my YouTube channel. I have a large tutorial series. And there's his YouTube channel. Okay, so this is the court redstone. Okay, this is the largest redstone contraption I've ever built. It's designed to sort out 24 different items and determine if the player has solved the murder. One of the items will reset the system and return all the items to the player. Additionally, it will return trash items put into the system and also return some books when the player either solves the murder or fails to solve the murder. Take a look around. There are 2 levels to it. Okay, I really just want to know what the actual thing is. Hey, to the build base. Okay, correct answer book. What does that look like? Good ending. Okay, let's see what it says. Great work. You didn't only clear yourself, you've also solved the murder of Sam Malone. The new will would have made life tougher for Ratchet and Emmett. Ratchet and Emmett. Okay, so they wanted... That's who I put the last time. Okay, so they wanted to get rid of him as soon as they could by making Sloth a part of the crime. Okay, I didn't put Sloth. He wouldn't go to the police if he suspected foul play, but Ratchet had already planned to kill Sloth and thereby be the sole heir. But then someone shot Sam and all plans were put upside down. Ratchet did what she could to make you the main suspect. Again, all plans went down the drains when Sam Malone had written a strange 5-year document. Now time wasn't on anyone's side except for a good PI. Okay, and so there's all this stuff. Okay, you can read about all the events that took place that dreadful evening. You may know some of it already. It was a dark and stormy night. It was also Sam Malone's 69th birthday. He had gathered them all in his big mansion, which was a bit outside of the small town of Otisburg. Okay, let's skip to... Okay, we know all the people that were there. Okay. Okay. As soon as the soup was served, the cook, Annie, thanked Sam yet again because she got to take time off to look after her sick mother. Annie and Cavendish went into the kitchen and they seemed to be in agreement about what was there. Cavendish reassured Annie that everything will go well. Annie put on her coat and went home to Otisburg. The entree was soon over and it was time for the main course. Isn't the entree the same thing as the main course? Anyway, roast veal with mushroom sauce. Ratchet and Shoshana did not want the mushroom sauce, but received the plain brown sauce instead. Annie had prepared. the plain brown sauce instead Annie had prepared, sorry. Emmett was again on the move and stuck around Sam, who, however, didn't notice his brother. Eddie and John had begun to talk to each other about profits when Cavendish came with Sam's plate. Emmett happened to bump it down to the floor. He immediately asked to apologize and went into the kitchen to get Sam a new one. Did it not work? Wait a minute. Let me do something. Let me put this back. Did it not work because I had everything else except for Sloth? Is that what it is? Now I have to get back up here. Hold on, real quick. We're gonna go back up here, and maybe that's why it didn't do anything. I'm gonna try it. Sloth was the only one that I didn't have. Okay. And of course I accidentally put a return in there too, didn't I? No, okay. Oh my god, thank you. Look at that. I did get it. It's just I didn't have one person. Okay, so I could have figured that out. because I'm pretty sure that I could have pretty much figured it out by the SCs that I had, because I had Emmett, I had Cavendish, which I pretty much knew that Cavendish hadn't done it. I had Sloth and I had Ratchet. I should have gone with those 3 and left Cavendish, but there we go. Okay, so I did eventually get it. All I was missing was that one person. Okay, so back to where I was. Okay, however, did notice his brother. Eddie and John had begun to talk to each other about profits when Cavendish came with Sam's plate. Emmett happened to bump it down to the floor. He immediately asked to apologize and went into the kitchen to get Sam a new one. Cavendish gave Elvira her plate, retrieved what had fallen to the floor, and then followed Emmett into the kitchen. Both came back with 2 plates each. Sam got his from Emmett, and apparently Emmett had taken his own plate, while Cavendish continued to put forward to the others, starting with Sloth. Finally, Ratchet and Shoshana got their plates, so there would be nothing wrong, which Cavendish said. No one left the room more until dessert. During dessert, Sam complained of abdominal pain, and he wanted to retire. Others thought it was a shame to have to cancel, but they could always come back another day. Sam then said that everyone was welcome to stay overnight. Cavendish had prepared a room each for them. Sam wanted to talk to them all together by breakfast in the morning. He wished them a good night, and with Cavendish's help, he got in bed. He took his usual stomach pills, which eased immediately. The time was then 8:30 p.m. During the evening, the others were hanging out in the living room, which also was the library. The topic was primarily about what Sam might like to tell them. Only Eddie had found out that there was a new will. After half an hour, just after 9 p.m., Ratchet went up to Sam. She had her purse with her, and from that she took a syringe with the mixture that Emmett had made, consisting of pentothal, pancuronium bromide, and potassium chloride. Sam had already fallen asleep of his sleeping pills. Ratchet put the syringe on the left side of the neck and injected the poisons. She then put a patch over the lurch, to thus show Sloth where he would strike and create a bruise. Ratchet then went off to Cavendish and asked for her room. She had been issued her usual place, which she had anticipated. Neither Ratchet, Sloth, nor Emmett was planning on going home that night. On the way back to the living room, Ratchet bumped on Shoshana, who wanted to say goodnight to Sam. Ratchet mentioned that Sam had already fallen asleep, but they could look into briefly. When Shoshana saw the glass and sleeping pills can, as Ratchet pointed out, she realized that Sam slept deeply, so they turned more or less in the door. Ratchet said she had just done the same just a few minutes earlier. The ladies went together to the living room. The time was then 9:20 p.m. and Cavendish served coffee and drinks. Sloth mumbled something about the bathroom and the room, whereupon Cavendish mentions that Sloth had his usual room. Sloth thanked and left the party. He went straight to Sam's room, found the patch, and struck with the fist on the sting. He removed the patch, which he threw on the floor, and then went straight to his room, which had a toilet. Soon was heard humming and plumbing, and Emmett commented that the drains needed to be upgraded. Big John had by now got a little too much to himself and began to discuss with Cavendish on staying overnight. John wanted to go home, while the butler reminded that the master wanted to talk to them all in the morning. Eddie managed to calm John, and together they pulled away for the night. The time was then 9:38 p.m., and the rest of the party took this as a sign that it was time to break up. Elvira and Shoshana helped Cavendish with the dishes, but were soon on their way to their rooms when the hall clock struck 10. It was quiet in the house, and Cavendish locked the door behind him before he went to his own cabin. But not for long, for just an hour later, both Baker Bell, Eddie, and Emmett got legs. Eddie felt bad and went to the bathroom, which disrupted Baker Bell in her plans. She was coming out of her room when Eddie opened the door. When Eddie was on his way back, he met Emmett, who just came out of his room. He also had to go to the bathroom. Okay. I sat on the bed with a revolver and handkerchief, blah, blah, blah. Okay, fallen asleep because woke up again around 1:12. Again, it seemed to be quiet in the house. Snuck into Sam's room, opened the door, using the handkerchief, went inside. The key was in the inside, so took the key with her. She then opened the window, which was across from Sam's bed. Sam was almost 5 meters from the door, so decided to stand at the door and shoot. Put the revolver in the hand with the handkerchief in order to protect herself from gunpowder splashes. Okay, I've already read all this stuff. Okay, threw the gun into the room closer to the window and hurried from the room. Then locked the door, put the key and the towel in the pocket of his robe, and waited for it to start moving somewhere. Shoshana's room was closest, and it was also her room door that was open first in the same moment. Okay, started banging and hitting on Sam's door, jerked the door handle, and tried to push the door open. One by one, the rest of the party woke up, and it was Big John who finally got the door open. The last thing she did was put the key back in the lock on the inside during the confusion that occurred, and then hope that nobody noticed how clammy he or she was. In this case, she. As soon as they had understood what had happened, they called old Sheriff C.G. Culpepper and Sam's family doctor, Nicholas Van Helsing. The doctor said that Sam was shot, and the sheriff took everyone's assertions before he sent them to bed again. Deputy sheriffs were guarding outside Sam's room until morning came. Okay, so that's what happened. Okay, so back down here, and of course this would have opened those. Yay, okay. So back down here, and that's all of the redstone stuff. Look at this. This is ridiculous. Down to the lower section. Oh my gosh, there's even more. This is just, whoa. Yeah, I do not do redstone, as most of you probably already know. I can tell by how much I struggled with the like 1 or 2 little tiny redstone puzzles. Okay, hiding in a fair. There was love problems, revenge, lethal food poisoning. Okay, so these are all of the wrong answers. So if it hit any of those, then it would mess everything up. Okay, so in the bed, you've got Emmett Brown, you've got Sloth Malone, you've got Nurse Ratched, a new will, lethal injection in the neck, 905, and then you have your reset. Okay, pretty cool. Oh, and this was to get into the courthouse. And then we have extras. Okay. Very cool. Oh, excuse me. And then lots of extra stuff. Okay, neat. Now I think I'm gonna just go find the rest of the other things that I can't think of the name of. The books and the CDs. I just have a few more of those to find, so I'm gonna go look for those. Oh, and actually, while I'm here, let me go back to my office, because I have, oops, come on, let me in here. I have a cell key, and okay, let's get those out of the way. Let me put this up. So I only have 3 more of those, and I think it was only 3 more books left too. But yeah, I'm gonna come back over here, and we're gonna use the cell key. Can I use the cell key? Yeah, there we go. There you go, buddy. You can come out. Do you have something? Oh, and look, you have a... My goodness. Greetings. You have one of the books. So I'm glad that I let you out, because now I have one of the other things I needed. Is there anything else in here that I missed? Oh, and I forgot there was a pet shop somewhere too. Where was that? Aha! It's over here. No. And you have a library book, of course you do. Yoga for dogs. Leads. Oh my goodness. Okay. Thank you. Now, yeah, that's right. I didn't go into any of these shops. Do you have anything back there? Nope. Okay. Oh, hidden. All right. Didn't even think to look down the alleyways. Okay, let's see. Well, we'll go ahead and put these 2 up. So there's yoga for dogs, and there's root canal instructions. And I'm going to go ahead and just find out where the last one is, because it's going to bother me if I don't end it. So let's see, where did I find them? On top of the apartment building. Found that one. Chest behind the counter of the pet store, yes. Back corner of the stable, yes. In the tower of Elvira's house. I think I saw that one. Bell tower of the old church, yes. The ore room in the lab, yes, I think so. Behind the stairs in the mansion. Found that one. Behind the bleachers at the hockey rink. I bet that's where the last one is. I bet it is. Okay, let's go find the hockey rink. I didn't even think of looking there. Yes, there it is. Okay. So it's back here somewhere. Right there. That's the last one. It's the last library book. Okay. Alright, there's the last library book. Nice. It's very nice. Okay, so behind the carousel. What is considered behind the... Aha! Yep, that's one of them I missed. Alright. Well, there we go. There's that one. Oh my god, it's right there. Of course. Alright, there we go. Now, where is... Where's my office? It is... Nope. Can never find my office. It's right here. Okay. Alright. That one goes there. That one goes there. Okay, I got all of the books. And no, don't get in there. I got all of the books and all of the discs. I feel like I've accomplished something, even though I wasn't very good at solving the mystery. But I did have fun, and I did enjoy it. So yeah, it just took a while, and I was terrible at it, but that's okay. So it was a good story though. It was very interesting. Wasn't expecting myself to have, you know, first of all, I wasn't expecting to be a suspect, and also I wasn't expecting that I would be the person who shot him. But yeah, so I was the one who shot Sam. It's just that's not what killed him. He was already dead. So yeah, pretty cool map. Thank you to Fellonius and to Bongotezz. It was pretty awesome. And I'll see you guys next time when I don't know what I'm gonna play next time, but I'm sure I will play another custom map at some point, and I will see you guys then. Bye!